Leo, welcome to your April 2018 reading. This is Lorianne, your psychic, here to give you all the messages that I get from above. And I will use the tarot cards to help you, to give you the details. Before I start, please don't fast forward. If you will listen to this, I'm starting a new series called The Psychic Connection, where you get to ask questions that you would like answered, things that you've always wanted to know in regard to metaphysics and the psychic area. One of my guidance clients had asked a question: how do you know the difference between intuition and a wish, a dream? And that's a really good question, and it made me realize there are so many of you out there that have questions, and this is your opportunity to ask. Now, it will be airing today, Thursday live at 3:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I do hope that you can join. If you would like to ask a question, you can send it to ascendingsoulsjourney@gmail.com, which is in the link below, and it's also in the About section. And I will add it to the list, and I will address your question either this Thursday or the following Thursday, but you will be on the list and your questions will be answered as they are received. So let's go ahead and start your reading for the month of April. This is general reading for love, career, finance, family, friends. Again, any messages I get, I will be relaying to you. So, okay, the first card that you have come out is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is feeling stuck and trapped, like you don't know what to do. Maybe you're in a place of stagnancy. I need to make some changes. I need to do something, but I don't know what direction I'm going to go. I don't know what I'm looking for. And the next card that came out for you is the Emperor card, which is absolutely talking all about you. You're in your own reading. Very, very good, right? So some of you, Leos, are feeling stuck. You're feeling like you don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Can't make a decision. I don't know what direction to go in. And the next card that came in is the Eight of Wands. So for some of you, what I'm seeing in regard to career, you've been waiting. You've sent your resume out. You're waiting, you're waiting, you're waiting, you're waiting, and nothing is happening, and you feel stuck. You feel trapped. Well, the messages that I'm getting is do not give up hope. We also have the Ace of Swords. So some of you are going to receive a new contract for a new position. You're going to get that offer. That communication is coming through saying, hey, yeah, we want you. You've been waiting a long time. This is for a group of you waiting a very long time. Now, what I'm being told to tell you is, one, stay positive. You know, the Emperor, which is, it's for the sign of Aries per se, but it is along the line of a fire side. You may be a little bit closed off to what this offer is, but the universe is saying open up and really think about this opportunity, because it's going to be a very, very good opportunity for those of you that this is applicable for. Now, some of you may need to move, relocate for this position. Doesn't mean to a completely different state or country, but there is a lengthy travel involved in this position. However, it's going to be very rewarding. With the Ace of Swords here, they're saying whatever documentation, whatever contract is coming through, make certain that you read it very carefully. We are in Mercury's in retrograde right now. So we have, you know, it's just kind of in the chart that you really don't want to make a firm decision and commitment right now. But if you need to, read the documentation, read the contract 100% thoroughly. I do recommend you read it 2 or 3 times, taking the time in between as you continue to look at it. Now, the next card that came out is the, and I will be mixing love, career, all of it, all together as the messages come through. I'm doing it a little bit different. I think it's going to work out better. At the end, I will pull a romance angel card and a finance card for you as well at the end, okay? This is a message coming through. It's communication coming through. Some of you are going through a divorce. You may have actually started the divorce proceedings, or your partner has started the divorce proceedings. And again, make sure that you're reading all the documentation. That could be why some of you are feeling stuck. On a romantic level, again, you're feeling stuck. You're feeling kind of closed off. The Emperor is a person who is very, very wise. They've been through a lot, and they know how to take from each situation the lesson from it, which is what all of us need to do, right? And pull it forward. They're able to say, I did that once, it didn't work. I'm not doing it again. So they can be very closed off. They're not open as far as communicating how they feel about somebody. And when we're talking romance, there's a group of you that have a brand new opportunity, a new person coming into your life, and you might be feeling a little bit closed off. Do I want to start this new venture? Going back to those of you who are going through a divorce, you may be meeting somebody brand new, and this is going to be a really important part of what you're going through to realize, for some of you, not all of you, you may not have been open in that relationship. You may not have been willing to compromise. Maybe it had to be your way or the highway, and your partner picked the highway, okay? So this new person coming in, it's all about truth and clarity. Everything that's going to take place with this new person. For some of you, it will turn into an actual romance where you can move forward. And it will be where you are able to speak your truth and not hold back. Yeah, that's actually very good. It's kind of like you're going through this divorce and you're pulling that lesson forward. And for some of you, the lesson is, hey, open up. Share how you feel, share what you're thinking, and tell the truth. Communicate. You know, the Eight of Wands is all about communication, so are these cards. This is all communication. So when we're looking at your romantic life, it's time for you to actually communicate with your partner. For those of you, this new person, you're going to do that. You will take that lesson forward. Some of them might just become a very good friend, but this new person on the romantic level is going to be very, very beneficial for you. Now, you also have the World card and the Star card. So the World card is all about successfully completing a cycle in your life. Many of you that are going through this divorce, you are ending a lot of the, you know how I say you can bring the lessons forward. Well, what they're showing me is you're ending an old way that you used to do, and you are going to pull those lessons forward and be able to apply it in your life in a very, very beneficial way. The Star card is all about hope, it's about faith, it's about healing, right? This is also the Wish card, meaning when you do the healing, when you learn your lessons and you pull that forward and you actually apply it in your life, the universe is going to grant you your wish. For some of you, this new person coming in is your wish. That is what you truly desire. Now, there is a group of you that they're showing me this stagnancy that you're feeling has to do with a family or friend member where the communication has died between the two of you. You're not speaking, okay? You may have had a really heavy argument with this person. It's somebody you love very, very much. Now, it could be that you are an authoritative figure to them, or they are an authoritative figure to you. It's going to be different for each of you, right? The point is the communication has been cut off. You had an argument, a really, really intense argument, actually, is what they're showing me, where you or they shut down and said, okay, I'm not doing this. Well, this communication coming in is from that person to you, and they're contacting you to speak their truth. Finally, they're going to tell you what was really going on behind the scenes, and why they were acting the way. I see, like, you know, they're acting really bratty. I don't know which of the two of you did this, but one of the two people that said, that's it, I'm not going to communicate with you, was acting very hasty, very bratty, and they're going to contact you, and they want to make amends. Now, again, this is about hope, and you've been hoping that they contact you. This is about faith. You've had faith that the day will come. And the healing had to take place from this argument that the two of you were in, and it is going to happen. And your wish was that they contact you and you're able to reconcile your differences. So the universe is saying, heck yeah, you've done it. We're going to give you exactly what you want. So you're going to be able to make amends with this person when they, and I am seeing they, are communicating to you. Let me rephrase that. Yeah, very, very nice. Energy is going to flow between the two of you really on a mature level, because when it ended, it was not. It was very, very immature, very hasty, and actually both of you were doing that. Now, you did have another card come out. For some of you, you're going to, you know, this feeling of being trapped and stuck is negative thinking. This is ruminating negative thoughts. And what the universe is telling me, this is a lot of fear inside of you. For some, it's fear in moving forward, getting this divorce. For others, it's fear of, I just went through a divorce, or it's finalizing right now. The Ace of Swords, and this is saying that it's going through the finalization. This is coming to a completion, which is going to be good for you. But this new person, you're absolutely terrified. You don't know what to do because you don't want to relive what you just experienced. This is fear in this particular case. And this fear is what's keeping you trapped and stuck, okay? In regard to the career situation, feeling stagnant, feeling stuck, you're afraid that you are not going to get this offer. Change your negative thinking. Let go of those negative thoughts. Let go of that fear, because it is going to happen. But you've got to have the mindset. What we believe is what we achieve. So if you're thinking negative thoughts, that is exactly what's going to happen to you. Regarding my guidance clients, if they're holding on to the negative thinking, that's exactly what they're going to bring in. So if they aren't doing the work, they're not doing the healing, it's going to happen. For some of you, you actually have been going through a transformation in your life. And this is going to turn for many. You're going to start seeing the results towards the end of April. You may have an aha moment where you realize what they're showing me is like, I get it now. I understand. Because we can tell somebody 20 times the same thing over and over again until it actually clicks and registers, like a child. You know, when we're going to school, you have to, or teaching them to tie their shoes. How many times do you have to teach them? Over and over and over until they go, oh, I got it. That's what I'm seeing. That's what they're showing me. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. And the end of April is going to be absolutely wonderful for many of you. Now, I do see another group of you. You're dealing with a child in your life. This is a younger child. It looks like they are, and this could be one, this could be a whole group of you. I apologize if it's very specific. Usually they give me a very broad area for you guys. Your child is having a really hard time, and they are not able to keep their focus in school. And what they're saying is take them to see a medical professional. They may be suffering with ADD, okay, attention deficit disorder, where they can't sit still. And it's very difficult for children and adults, okay, because there is adult versions of it. I'm hyper myself, but it's difficult for them to focus because they're just so filled with energy. One, you want to take them down to a medical professional to see if they actually have something that is blocking them from being able to learn and communicate. They aren't communicating very well. They're not thorough in their sentences, meaning you can ask them a sentence and they give you 1 or 2 words as an answer, but they aren't answering the full sentence. In a full sentence, they're not answering your full question. I hope that resonates with you. They will be able to tell you if they should be on medication. Now, what the universe is showing me for many of these children, one, you want to find out if they have it. Before you put them on medication, do the research. Actually, go online, start researching about this disorder that they may have, okay? You may be able to fix it via their food. One of my children had, well, actually, a couple of mine, I have 4, had it very, very badly. And his dad wanted to put him on medication. I was like, no, absolutely not. We changed his diet, took out all the red and orange food dyes. We limited the sugar, really limited the sugar, because that just made it even worse. And then they would peak and then they just boom, drop, and they would like literally have no energy. So do the research online to help your child through this situation. It's going to be very, very successful what you find out, all the information. I don't mean just click on the first 2 things when you Google it. Really do the research, okay? And you're going to find the answers. You're going to be able to correct this, the majority of it, through the diet and the exercise. They need exercise. Okay. So for another group of you, your partner, this is for those of you who are in a partnership, they may travel, you or your partner travel quite a bit, and there's been a block in communication between the 2 of you. By the mid to the end of April, you're being guided to actually open up and express, hey, I want to communicate. I want to revive our relationship. Something's not right and I want to put it back on track. Now, your partner may be a little bit closed off, going, what are you talking about? Because they're wrapped up in their work, or you are, vice versa, okay? The energies are coming through for both of you in this reading. This feeling of being stagnant in your communication, by reaching out, by expressing it, and they may shut you down right away, but they're going to take a step back after you say it, and within, excuse me, 24 to 48 hours, they're going to reach out back to you and say, you know, I thought about what you said, and I agree, and they're going to be willing to work this out. So you will be able to take your relationship to a new level by expressing yourself, by communicating. Hey, we need to communicate, okay? And it's going to be very, very valuable for you. So what I'm going to do now, yeah, that's all the messages for you. What I'm going to do now is pull you a finance card and see what it tells you for the month of April. Okay, so you guys received persistence. Wishing will not bring riches, but desiring riches will be a state of mind that becomes an obsession. Then planning definite ways and meanings to acquire the riches, and backing those plans with persistence which does not recognize failure. These will bring riches to you. Very, very lovely message for those of you when you're looking at trying to feel unstuck. For some of you, you may be trying to create your own opportunity, meaning in business and finance, where you can actually create a stable foundation underneath you. That is where it's at, okay? So be persistent in what it is that you want. Figure it out, do the research on whatever it is, and then lock in on what you really want. That will help you tremendously. So let's take a look at your romance card for the month of April. And we have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And you know, the Eight of Wands is all about that. The Eight of Wands in the tarot, this is the arrows of love that come from the romance angels, technically, right? So when we're talking about you and your partner may have been separated for a long time. Some of you have been dealing with this person and you are not on speaking terms. That communication is going to come through and they're going to share with you a lot of stuff. There are secrets, there are mysteries, there are unanswered questions that are going to come through this communication. For some of you, it's about reconciling your differences. For another group of you, this is actually reconciling your, going through what took place between the two of you, and then both of you together on the same page will move forward into a very brand new beginning. And many of you, you're completing the cycle. You're ending that old situation, reconciling your differences and moving forward together because they're your actual wish. This is the person that you dreamed of. And for some of you, they're going to tell you that you're the person they dreamed of. So there is some really lovely energy coming through. The only negative card is, well, you have two. You have the Eight of Swords, feeling trapped, feeling stuck in your negative thinking. So you're going to let that go. This is about secrets coming out that may have been blocking you from moving forward in your life, making you feel stuck, making you grasp onto the negative thinking. But you're going to let go of that fear and you guys are going to be brave and you're going to move forward. And by the end of April, it's going to be a wonderful month for you. Once we get past the 15th with Mercury in retrograde, things are really going to come together. So I do hope you have a wonderful month. Thank you for watching and much love.